While the launch of Iron Banner this season wasn't as smooth as we would have hoped, I have been having a ton of fun playing Guardian Rugby with some of my friends. This is in part due to the wide variety of builds an objective-based PvP game mode allows for, as speedy hunters carry the spark up the map, or friendly warlocks provide the team with heals. I was shocked to discover that the Titan class has an exotic seemingly specifically designed for Rift, and it within this build will have you at Iron Lord in no time. What's up guys, my name is PixarDonks and welcome to the channel. I play Destiny 2 on Xbox and my goal with this channel is to provide you guys with creative builds, tips specific to my fellow console gamers, as well as cover niche topics I haven't seen anyone else cover. That's it for the intro, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and let's hop into the video. Rift and Iron Banner have brought about the most diverse builds PvP has seen for a long time. I have been constantly facing new strategies and weaponry, with some of my personal favorites being the Wither Horde, the Cloud Strike, and the Rat King. The Precious Scar's exotic helmet might be one of the least fashionable pieces of armor in the entire game, but once you try it out in Rift, it'll be hard not to embrace the Cran Eater within. Let's take a look at our Iron Lord NECROMANCER build. If I'm being completely transparent, you could simply throw on this helmet, hop into a game of Rift, and perform 90% as well as a fully optimized build. As always, in PvP, use whatever weapons and subclass you are most comfortable with, but these are just my personal recommendations. Our top slot weapon of choice will be the exotic linear fusion rifle, the Arbalest. This gun got a sweet new ornament this season, and it might be one of my favorite looking weapons in the entire game. The start of every Rift round usually begins with some long-range engagements, and the Arbalest is great at shutting down opposing snipers before moving up to the Spark. This weapon can be purchased from the Monument to Lost Light in the tower, or can be purchased from Xur on the weekend. Our middle slot weapon of choice will be the legendary Precision Frame SMG, the Shayura's Wrath. This allows us to cover short to medium range engagements, and with the changes to in-air accuracy, it feels as though weapons that aren't as headshot dependent, like an SMG, might finally have their time to shine. This weapon can be obtained through the Trials of Osiris, or can be purchased from Saint 14 once unlocked. Our bottom slot weapon of choice is the new legendary adaptive frame machine gun, the Chain of Command. There are a couple of machine gun requirements for some of the more popular seals this season, and as heavy ammo drops every round, Rift is a great place to do so. This weapon is the new ritual reward this season, and drops at rank 16 from both Shaxx, Zavala, and the Drifter. The Precious Scar's exotic helmet has always struggled to find its place in the meta, and even after some changes, I still feel as though it is one of the most niche exotics in the entire game. The addition of a 6v6 game mode where you can resurrect teammates has finally given this helmet a home, and enemies will be left scratching their heads, wondering where on earth all those overshields came from. For those who don't know, its exotic perk, Kintsugi, provides an overshield granting aura around the user upon giving or receiving a revive. This allows you and a teammate to exact revenge upon picking a res, or the entire team to storm the castle. This helmet can be earned through a solo legend or master lost sector, or can be purchased from Xur on the weekend. While Solar 3.0 is all the rage, I felt as though Void 3.0 was more suited for the playstyle I'm attempting. Bastion and Offensive Bulwark serve as our aspects, feeding nicely in the overshield oriented playstyle. Bastion makes reviving teammates a little more safe with its regenerative overshield effect, while Offensive Bulwark ensures that you are constantly topped off on grenade energy while under its effects. Shoulder Charge is an excellent movement tool for getting around the larger maps, and it is incredibly hard to stop a shoulder charging Titan from scoring once it gets close enough. The only fragment I recommend is Echo of Leeching, as not only does it give resilience, but can also save you or your allies in a pinch. I also went with Echo of Dilation for its passive increases to mobility and intellect, as well as Echo of Expulsion for the off chance of an Axiom Bolt double kill. Before covering armor mods, there are a few things to note about the stat distribution you should be targeting when running this build. As with most PvP builds, recovery should be prioritized, and then you have the option between resilience or intellect. A higher resilience stat ensures you will always have a barricade when going in for a revive, while a well-timed bubble can quite literally decide the fate of an entire round. You can ignore the strength stat, as the shoulder charge ability should be almost exclusively used for movement. I will quickly show off the mods on each of my armor pieces, but besides the necessary targeting, dexterity, unflinching, and holster mods for the loadout you decide to use, my only real recommendation is Class D Restoration on your mark. This mod all but ensures you are able to pick up teammates when you have a barricade down, and should definitely be part of your PvP armor this season. That is all the information you need to set up this build. I will now let some background footage from some of my Iron Banner games play out as I note some of the key points to notice when trying this build for yourself. This tip might seem obvious, but Rift is a hectic game mode and I have seen some truly wild plays this week. Pay attention to your surroundings. I've seen countless Guardians mindlessly focused on the spark or a dead teammate, all while getting shot in the side of the head, standing in a Wither Horde, and being burned alive by a Sunspot. There's plenty of invisibility being spammed around the map, and the Iron Banner origin trait can take enemies off the radar if their team currently has the spark. A well-timed flank can end the round in seconds, so take a second to survey your surroundings before going in for a revive. While Freelance has certainly been getting better as more and more people buy into an objective-based game mode, I think Rift truly shines when playing with a team. If your friends don't play Destiny, there are plenty of Guardians on LFG looking for squads to strategize with. Assigning each member of my fire team a different role, optimizing builds to fit that role, and then heading out into the battlefield is some of the most fun in PvP I've had in years, and I highly recommend trying to find a fire team on your quest towards Iron Lord. Finally, and more important now than ever in the Destiny community, have fun with it. There's been a lot of negativity surrounding the game recently, and I think it's sometimes easy to forget that video games are supposed to be a form of entertainment and relaxation, not an additional source of stress. Try out some of those wacky exotics collecting dust in your vault, lane with a scout rifle for the first time ever, and be happy about going negative for the sake of the team. There is still a couple of days left in the first Iron Banner of this season, and I can't wait to see the meta continue to unfold. That's all for today's video. Thank you to everyone who made it to the end. I hope you found this guide useful, and I hope to see some truly ugly titans going to revive their teammates in the near future. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for any and all future content, and comment down below. Are you enjoying Rift so far this season? Until next time, PixarDonks has left the building.